Alright, y'all, before we get started, these are the state gifted hats. I just got these made. Super excited for these. I am also working on my website, so once that is up, I will have the hats and the t-shirts on there to purchase. But I'm super excited for these. They will be dropping at the Orlando premiere. So right here, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the haircut tutorial. I'm actually doing this voiceover on the way to Orlando premiere. I'm in the car, trying to be productive. That way I can focus on what's to come this weekend. 245 is going to be out there. We're going to have a booth. Shannon and myself as Graphidemics will be competing in the freestyle competition. It's our first time competing in the actual barber battle, and you know, we're super excited for it. And hopefully we will come home with 2 trophies. So there's first, second, and third place. Hopefully, I mean, it'll be dope to you know, both come home with something, you know, because we work right next to each other in the shop, so I think it would be dope. But so what I did was, I'm going to leave the top how it is. We're not going to cut the top. I'm using the Wahl cordless seniors, and I started with the number 2 guard, lever all the way closed, and I worked my way to the open position of the lever. And what I did right there was I took a 3 guard and kind of like went with the grain backwards, because his hair on top goes backwards. And just to kind of like soften up that line a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the taper on the sides. I'm going to taper the sides, ball taper, and also the ball taper on the back. Now, as you can tell right here, my hand is in the way. So what I did was I grabbed my phone on the other side and on the back of the neck taper, and I recorded with my left hand and cut with my right hand. So I basically did the rest of the haircut with only one hand. It was a little bit challenging, but you know, we got it done because I ran out of memory on my memory card for my camera. So you have to find the yes. It's still great quality, good content, but right here you're not going to really see the steps. So I kind of sped up this side, but once we get to the back of the neck and also on the other side of the taper, you'll be able to see a little more detail right here. So I'm using a Wahl retro T-cut trimmers. They do hit. I do have them adjusted. They're not zero gap. They're not modified. They're factory blades. I had actually one of the barbers in the shop adjust them for me, so they hit pretty good. And right here, I'm just gonna start with the lever all the way open, and I work the lever to the closed position to remove the guideline that I put with the trimmer. So on the side, just updated what I did. I did a 2, then I put it in the middle, and then opened it up, and then I took the 3 guard and started with the lever open to kind of soften that line that was leading to the ridge of his head. We're also going to use a 245. I think we used a Royal Wax. It has an in-between look of a little bit of shine, not too much shine. But right here, you can tell I'm using one hand. I'm recording with the left hand, and I'm putting the guards on. I have the guards in my station. I'm just kind of like clipping them in with one hand. Right here, this is the 1.5 guard, because the highest guard that we used on the sides was the number 2. So that 2 open kind of blended right into the top. If you don't want to commit, you don't want to cut into it, because that's going to look like a faux hop. You just want to kind of go, you know, trust the guard and come off the ridge of the head, and then you just take like a 3 guard to kind of soften it up and go with the grain. Right here, this is my half guard. Kind of using the corner of the guard to remove some dark spots. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and start the back taper, balding out with the retro T-cut trimmers. And I'm a heavy-handed barber, so I didn't want them too close, because I use them on kids and adults. But they cut real close. Right here, lever all the way open, going up about 1/2 inch. You want to give yourself room to blend. That way you can spread it, and you know, it doesn't look compressed. It doesn't look like there's a line. If you give yourself room to blend per guideline, you will see the blend stretch, and you would give yourself room to, you open and close the lever. So the next guard we're going to use is a 1 guard open. Right here. Lever all the way open, going up about 1/2 inch. Guys, if y'all have not been to the Orlando Premier Hair Show, if you are just a self-driven, motivated barber or stylist, and you love being around the industry, try to make it out to the Orlando Premier if you're not going to be there this year. It's here every year in Orlando around June 1st, or the first weekend of June, sorry. And it's crazy. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of barbers, stylists, nail techs. I believe they have masseuses out there. Anyone that's self-employed, that's in the beauty industry or barber industry, they're out there. So many venues and booths out there, competitions, platform artists. It just motivates individuals to want to go hard. Like, I come back from Orlando Premier with the motivation to go harder. It's crazy. On top of meeting, subscribers and those that follow me on YouTube and Instagram, putting faces to the names, I think it's dope. And I really don't know how many people I inspire until I actually meet them in person, and they come up to me and tell me thank you for what I do as far as putting out content and dropping videos. So it's just a dope feeling. And y'all have given me a push to start my own hats, because after every video that I drop, I always say Team Gifted, stay gifted. And what that means is you can stay gifted in anything you do in life, whether it's a barber, a stylist, working out, anything that you do that God has put in your life, to like a God-given talent. Stay gifted in that aspect. Just in your industry, doing whatever you do, love what you do. So I think that saying can go a long way. It doesn't have to just stick with just barbers or stylists. You can stay gifted in whatever you do in life. So right here, as you can tell, I'm lining up with the Wahl Retro T-Cut trimmers, and I'm still using one hand. I kind of developed where I can hold the ear down with one hand and do the lineup around the ear without nicking the client or using both hands to move the ear out the way. Some people find it's difficult to do. I kind of just started doing it in barber school, and I just stuck with it. But once you put that lineup on a haircut, I think that just makes the haircut just pop that much more. And then of course putting the razor on it at the end. As you can tell, he's light around the edges. So at the end result, I did apply some Kiss Express with the airbrush compressor. If you have not yet seen that video, I believe I dropped it a few videos back. It's basically, whenever you do, people knock color enhancement so much, but it's an upcharge. It's part of the industry. It's growing with the industry. It's actual semi-permanent hair color, so it's for hair. You're not painting. You're not fixing mistakes. You're enhancing the haircut, and you're doing what the client wants. The client asks for it. So, I mean, either get with it or get left behind. Right here, I'm applying the 245 hair product. As you can tell, once I apply that hair product, man, I didn't even cut the top, and it already added a nice, texture look to it. So here's the finished product. As you can tell, the hairline is a little more, it's a little darker, it's enhanced. I did use the airbrush, like I said. It just made the haircut that much better. And this is the end result. I didn't touch the top. We We did a taper on the sides and back. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Team Gifted, stay gifted.